Ascend Funding presents what to do and not do when you notice a funding gap in your student loans. So, you've put your best foot forward when applying to your dream school and have been accepted. You've applied for financial aid and saved up all you can for tuition costs. You may have even taken on some subsidized federal student loans. But what if, despite all of this, there is still a gap between the money funding you have and the funding you need? We know you're probably freaking out. Here's what not to do. Number 1, don't take on credit card debt. Credit card debt is typically high interest bad debt that should be avoided unless absolutely necessary. While credit cards can be a great financial tool when you pay them off every month because they can help you build credit and earn reward points, carrying a balance on them can come back to bite you. Number 2, don't overwork yourself. While many students need to hold a job while in college and can balance work-student life just fine, overworking yourself can backfire. If you need to work while in school, try to find a job that still gives you ample energy to study and progress academically. Similarly, you may need to adjust your class schedule to fit the demands of your work life. Evening and weekend courses are an option, as long as you give yourself some time to unwind. Number 3, don't give up. It may be discouraging to come this far with your education, yet still be met with a funding gap. You may find it helpful to take a step back and look at your long-term goals. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? A funding gap doesn't have to get in the way of your educational dreams. Instead of feeling down on yourself, look for solutions. Now that you know what not to do, let's look at some potential options on what you can do. Your first step should be to contact the financial aid office at your school and let them know about your situation. They may be able to point you toward other sources of funding such as grants or scholarships. Another option is to appeal your FAFSA award letter. If your life circumstances have changed since you first submitted it, you may be eligible for more funding. You can also use private student loans to cover the gap left by your federal loans and other forms of financial aid. If you have someone to co-sign, you may qualify for a lower rate. For more tips on budgeting for college, visit ascentstudentloans.com/budget.